Carabao Cup, third round is on, and Arsenal is taking on Brentford at the Community Stadium down in London. And here we come to bring you the latest news and information as far as this game of football is all concerned. If you are really one of those people that are really so much into Arsenal, you need to get to know that another player has gone ahead to be added onto your injury list, and that is none other than Bukayo Saka, confirmed to us by the manager of Arsenal this evening in the pre-match press conference conducted at London Conley. Smash the like button close to 400 times. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and obviously you people are obviously doing the best that you deserve to obviously be doing. When you look at Arsenal, they have now Declan Rice, Gabriel Martinelli, Thomas Partey, and Julian Timber, now plus Bukayo Saka. Those are 5 players injured, and they're really having a heck of a time to go ahead and obviously play away at the side of Brentford. But when you look at Brentford, they're also having some injuries. There is Rico Henry and Kevin Shad. They're also out there for you. Then Shadon Baptiste has a shoulder. Ben Mee is having a muscle injury. Mike Damsgaard is having a groin injury. And Josh Da Silva, a former Arsenal prospect, is really having a hamstring. And obviously, Ivan Toney is also out until January. You know that. Mbappe will not face his parent club at the end of the weekend. So that is it. So that is it for Arsenal. And Leandro Trossard is also out. I'm going to obviously mention his name, but even Leandro Trossard is also out of this action. So it shows you how badly injured Arsenal is, and they need to obviously make a rotation and obviously see to it that they provide space for other teams to obviously operate into this game of football. And that is it, coming in from the latest of Arsenal, and we're here to bring you the latest news and information as far as all this is really concerned. So smash the like button, close the number of times that you people want, and let's continue to thrive and bring it to where it deserves to be. Now, when you go to this game, when Arsenal played at this stadium last season, they won by 3 goals to 0. Jesus, William Saliba, and Fabio Vieira went ahead to score those 3 goals. But when Brentford visited Arsenal, the game ended 1-1. Leandro Trossard went ahead to score the opener, and Ivan Toney scored the equalizer, though it was later ruled as an offside goal that was guaranteed or given to Brentford, and it couldn't stand. That is it. So it shows you that Arsenal are coming in for revenge, and they want obviously to go through into the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, because last time they played I think they first played Brighton. Brighton knocked them out. Then they went ahead to play Man City in the FA Cup, and they really knocked them out. If I told you Mikel Arteta, you'd like obviously to see to it that your team gets through and advance to this level, because you want them to obviously increase on their winning mentality. The more these clubs obviously continue to win, the more Arsenal players continue to win at the club level, then that mentality will instill in them that every game is supposed to be won and every trophy is supposed to be won. Look at how Pep Guardiola went ahead to instill the winning mentality into the players of Man City. Do you know what he did? He told them that we are supposed to win every game in the Carabao Cup. And you know how he came in through and obviously bossed that league, that tournament, the Carabao Cup, for like 3 consecutive seasons. That is Pep Guardiola. So it shows you that it's not a small trophy, it's a big trophy, and Mikel Arteta is going all in for it. Now, let's go and obviously see the starting 11 of the side of Arsenal that we think Arteta is obviously going to bring. We anticipate that some huge changes are going to be made by Mikel Arteta to obviously provide a chance to some players that have not been playing game in, game out, because if he doesn't rotate, more injuries are obviously going to come in through and obviously disturb him a lot. Now, who is starting in goal? Obviously Carabao Cup. I don't see the reason as to why Ramsdale doesn't start, because we now know it's confirmed that the first choice goalkeeper is David Raya, and Aaron Ramsdale is the second choice goalkeeper for the club of Arsenal. So that shows you that Arsenal is really yet to obviously get in Aaron Ramsdale to be the goalkeeper to be into this cup tournament. So we wait and see how that happens, but I think Aaron Ramsdale is going to be in between the stitches. Right back, I've gone in for none other than Takahiro Tomiyasu coming in through to play on the right back position of Arsenal. Most of the times when he came on has been played as a left back, but I believe tomorrow he's going to be played as a right back because we believe that some players into the team need to rest. Now, the left back of Arsenal, who do you think it's going to be? It's going to be Jakub Kiwior to play onto the left back of Arsenal to obviously see to it that things go on as planned by the manager, that is Mikel Arteta. And Jakub Kiwior has not gone ahead to get, I think, any minutes in this season. I think he came on through when Arsenal had a red card when they're playing Crystal Palace. And now this is the chance for him to come on through and obviously showcase his goodies as far as this fixture is really concerned, because Arsenal need to go through into the fourth round and the draw will be held tomorrow to see which other teams are going to face each other in the fourth round. Now, right-sided centre-back, I believe it's going to be Benjamin White. They're going to pull him to play into the center, into the central defense, because Arsenal brought him in as a central defender. On the left side of the central defense, I call in for Gabriel Magalhaes to start, obviously because he never started the first 3 games of the season and he didn't play very many games. So that shows that he's really ready and fresh to take this to the next level. And we go to the midfield. We're obviously going to be having either El Nini or Jorginho to come in through to play into that single pivot. And obviously, I think it's going to be Jorginho over El Nini. And this is what Mikel Arteta gets wrong. You know, you cannot obviously get players like Jorginho in the game of Spurs when you've not been getting them minutes. You need to be really getting them minutes into their legs to get ready to be really match fit. And Jorginho is going to utilize this chance with Thomas Partey injured. And with Thomas Partey injured and Declan Rice injured, Jorginho comes into play to start into that single pivot. Then on the other side of the midfield, I think he's going to be played alongside 2 midfielders, that is Emile Smith-Rowe and Kai Havertz into the midfield to obviously run the show against the team against the team of Brentford that's going to be playing at their stadium. Now, the 3 forwards into the mix. Obviously, you anticipate that Fabio Vieira is going to be played as a right forward. Then Reece Nelson will be played as a left forward, right? And Edin Ketia will lead the line for the club of Arsenal. That is it. Now, apart from that, the manager can obviously do the following changes and drop Fabio Vieira into the midfield like that, such that his midfield has Jorginho, Kai Havertz and Fabio Vieira. Then he takes Emile Smith-Rowe as a left forward into the position of Reece Nelson, right? And then after that, he brings in Reece Nelson to play as a right forward into that team. So I believe all these formations are really possible and going to happen. And I think that might be the starting 11 of Arsenal into the mix. But William Saliba will be rested, right? Gabriel Jesus will be rested. That's good. Zinchenko will be rested. That's good. Martin Odegaard will be rested. That's another good take for the club of Arsenal. And we anticipate them to obviously take on a very huge battle down at the stadium of Brentford. But when you look at Brentford, at their home, they've not been having a very good run into their games. And let's see how they've been performing at home and their recent form into the Premier League games, because those are the only games they're going to have to play in the season. Now, this season at home, that is, they started it off with Tottenham Hotspur. They drew 2-2 at home. Then they drew with Crystal Palace 1-1 at home. They drew with Bournemouth 2-2 at home. And they were beaten by Everton 3-1. So it shows you that there is a very huge understanding that is going to have to come in through to obviously take this to the next level and obviously see to it that Brentford are really having a very worse form at home. And this season, out of the 6 games we're going to have to play at home, they're not going to have to win any of those. They've lost to Everton 3-1. They've drawn with Bournemouth 2-2. They've drawn with Crystal Palace 1-1. And they've drawn with Spurs 2-2. That is Brentford for you. So it shows you that they're really having a very bad start of the season. And at home, anyone can come in through and annihilate them from there. And I don't expect Arsenal to capitulate when it comes to this team. I expect them to obviously respond after their 2-2 draw with the side of Tottenham Hotspur, because they need to obviously put in a shift that is really well desired. And I think Arsenal are going to win this game. Because the team of Arsenal is really hungry, and these players should obviously come in through and obviously show their anger to the manager that we need obviously to come in through and obviously do the needful and take this to the next level and obviously get us to where we deserve to be. And I really anticipate that nothing is going to stop Arsenal from obviously winning this beautiful game of football. And that team, as you see it on the screen, I see it as a team that is possible to obviously register a very huge win at the community stadium. So guys, thank you very much for watching it through. My prediction is 2-0 win by Arsenal. That is it. 2-0 win by Arsenal, because we know Arsenal at away from home, they go ahead and keep very many clean sheets, and I anticipate that they are going to obviously get this clean sheet and really put it to where they want it to be. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I sign out for now. Tell me your predictions. Who do you think should start? Who do you think shouldn't start into the mix? Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. And the Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu Fikum. That has been my match preview of Brentford versus Arsenal CARABAO Cup, as Emily Smith Rowe starts and Ramsdale returns in between the stitches.